Welcome. All of you fools and ghouls are in for a special treat tonight. And even though it's not Halloween yet, it's tomorrow, I decided to give you all an early special Halloween video. In today's special video, I will be talking to you all about why this special game, known as Luigi's Mansion 3, is probably one of the best games that Nintendo has ever made. And in today's video, as I said, we'll be talking about why this gem is a masterpiece. Because I just love this game so much. I've actually made a full playthrough on this game, and you can check it out in the playlist section on my channel page. I just love Luigi's Mansion 3 so much, and I feel in today's video I shall show you all why I adore it so much. Try and sit through the whole video if you can. Luigi's Mansion 3 is literally the definition of one of Nintendo's greatest projects and greatest Switch games of all time. It's of course obviously the third installment of the Luigi's Mansion series, and I think it's the best game in the said series, and you guys are about to see why. In this game, they literally took the whole haunted house aspect and took it to a whole new level of spooky. Luigi's Mansion 3 really does a good job at doing that kind of aspect. Like, it's of course Luigi exploring a huge, giant house. Although in this game, he's not exploring a haunted mansion. This time he's exploring a haunted hotel. This is one thing I really loved in the Luigi's Mansion series, how they tried to change up the sort of atmospheres that Luigi explores in these games. Like in the first Luigi's Mansion game, he explored a haunted mansion that he won in a contest. In Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon, he was kind of forced to go through a bunch of small random mansions. And now in Luigi's Mansion 3, he gets invited to a huge hotel, and his friends go missing and he goes searching for them. But in this hotel, he's not alone, because he's got so many ghosts to keep him company. But luckily, Luigi has all the right tools that is necessary so he can take on all of these ghosts in this huge hotel. With Luigi's new overpowered Poltergust G00, he can be able to slam ghosts and suck them in with the vacuum. All of these ghosts are definitely not ready for the new moves Luigi's got in his gloves. He's also got this suction shot, which he can latch onto some objects, and he can also latch it onto some ghosts to keep them distracted. He also has the burst move, which he can use to blow a gust of air and hover in the air, and he can keep ghosts away if there's too many on screen. And it also gives him the ability to jump, which is a first for the Luigi's Mansion series. Luckily enough, Luigi will not be exploring this hotel alone, because he's got his pal Gooigi to lend a hand, and Gooigi definitely helps out a lot when you're playing the game. There are of course some obstacles that are of course too great for Luigi to handle on his own, so it's good that he has his friend Gooigi to help him out. Just all of the amazing mechanics you can pull off in this game is enough to have me wanting to play it over and over again. Now let's get into more reasons as to why I think Luigi's Mansion 3 is a masterpiece. A lot of the cutscenes and dialogue in this game is very well done. As a matter of fact, I think Luigi's Mansion 3 is probably the biggest Mario game to have so much expression in it. It feels like I'm watching one of those Disney Pixar films where they just really have so many lovable and just really expressive characters. And especially all of the way the characters look. They just look very well polished and just have so much good texture on them. I also forgot to mention, Luigi's Mansion 3 actually won for Best Family Game in the Game Awards of 2019, and that's just amazing. You can easily tell all of the animators and illustrators definitely had a blast while making this game happen. If they ever make another Luigi's Mansion game in the future, I really hope it's just as good as this game is. I also wonder what kind of other haunted houses Luigi will explore next. I have stated earlier that Luigi's Mansion 3 had really nice abilities and just a bunch of cool action moves you can pull off. And I feel I just needed to mention it again because, just look at how smooth Luigi is. It's so fun to control him, and it just actually feels like you're in the experience of exploring a really haunted hotel. Just all of the moves like the strobe ball, the suction shot, the burst, and just pretty much everything. It of course reuses some of the abilities from the past games, mainly Dark Moon, but they're just a lot much better in this game if you play it for yourself. Even playing this game cooperatively with 2 players feels just really great, and you'll definitely have a fun time with it. The first player can be Luigi, while the second player gets to be Gooigi. The communication device that Luigi has this time around is the Virtual Boo, which is of course a revision of the Virtual Boy, and it was one of Nintendo's failure consoles, sadly. And just by looking at the pause screen, you can easily tell they got inspired by the Virtual Boy. The soundtrack in this game is really incredible too. The music that you're listening to right now is from Luigi's Mansion 3, and it is definitely well made. Seriously, just listen to the amount of music tracks that the producers made for this game. As a matter of fact, someone actually uploaded the whole soundtrack of the game on YouTube, and just listen to it and I promise you will not regret it. Especially the music that plays when you're trying to suck up a ghost. Just the music alone would definitely make this game awesome. Whenever I go to school, I actually listen to the soundtrack of Luigi's Mansion 3. That just goes to show you guys how much I love the soundtrack. And just all of the music in general made for the floors is pretty amazing. That actually ties in with the next point I'm about to make about why this game is a masterpiece. It has so many unique, interesting, and clever floor ideas. While all the floors aren't really very hotel-like, it definitely does add more to the game. Imagine if it was just a normal hotel where every floor was just floor rooms and stuff. It wouldn't just feel pretty good. I mean, it would be good, but just pretty repetitive. But luckily enough, they did actually make different floor themes for every floor in this hotel. You've got the basic hotel setting, a hotel shopping area, a music studio, a whole castle-themed floor, a movie production studio, a dance room, and lots more to it. Definitely all of the creative floor ideas that they got going on for this game really made it, just really gave it lots of character. Honestly, Luigi's Mansion 3 feels a lot like the first game on the GameCube and Dark Moon combined. It just made one big perfect package that will have many people just happy, including me, because I just love this game a lot. I mean, many people were complaining about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon being a level-based kind of game, and I'm probably one of those few people who didn't really find it bad at all. I thought the whole mission aspect for Dark Moon was pretty nice because it actually did fit the 3DS. I mean, obviously Dark Moon was on the 3DS, and the whole mission aspect actually fitted because it was of course a handheld console. And Dark Moon of course referenced the original game and did not forget about it. And of course the original Luigi's Mansion was of course the aspect of Luigi exploring a huge haunted mansion and just going room by room, defeating ghosts and just doing some puzzles and stuff. And that's of course what made the original game awesome and why so many people enjoyed it. Luigi's Mansion 3 pretty much took care of all of the issues that both the first game and Dark Moon had by basically combining both of them together and just to form this game. And of course they did succeed into making it a really great game that many people, like I said before, enjoyed. Even all of the boss ghosts are definitely callbacks to the original game, in which Dark Moon did not have any, like, character ghosts. It just had the normal basic ghosts. But yeah, in Luigi's Mansion 3, it took care of that issue, and it definitely added more characters and just lots of amazing ideas for characters and ghosts. Pretty much everything about this game just screams magnificent, and Nintendo and Next Level Games really knocked it out of the park of when this game was released. And heck, the game's about to be 2 years old tomorrow, and that's just really exciting, because back when the game came out, I was just super excited to play it. Like, I'm just a huge fan of the Luigi's Mansion series in general, and all of the games were just really fun. And the game even sold very well back when it was released, making it the most sold Luigi's Mansion game of all time, selling 9.59 million copies all over the world. Seriously, if you haven't played Luigi's Mansion 3, what is wrong with you? The game is awesome, and you'll definitely have a fun time playing it. And not to mention, the game has a really fun local and online mode known as Scarescraper, which is of course from Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, but much better. The Scarescraper mode in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon was fun and all, but it did get repetitive after a while, because it was just the same rooms floor by floor over and over, and you were given the same tasks, which were defeating all of the ghosts. Now in Luigi's Mansion 3, they made the Scarescraper mode much better by adding hallways and just changing up the rooms every now and then, and they even gave you more tasks to do besides taking care of all the ghosts, like defeating all of the crows, saving all the toads, and just getting all the money and stuff. It just definitely added much more and just made it much more fun to play with others. And not to mention, the Scream Park mode is also very fun to play, because it's just as good as the Scarescraper mode is, although unfortunately you can only play it locally, but it is really fun to play because you're given all these tasks just by competing with other, and it's awesome. Man, just everything about Luigi's Mansion 3 was so memorable to me. Like, I remember all the ghosts, I remember all the floors, and all the cutscenes. Pretty much everything about this game was just so memorable to me. And I just play this game literally every month just to remember how much I love it. And yeah, it's just really fun. If you haven't played Luigi's Mansion 3, I highly suggest that you try it out, because you definitely will not regret it. And it's just so fun to play. Even if you're just not like a fan of the whole Luigi's Mansion thing, you still have to give this game a try. Also, I'm pretty sure this game actually inspired Nintendo to buy Next Level Games. If you don't know who Next Level Games are, they're just the people who've been making some Nintendo games like Punch-Out!, Mario Strikers, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Luigi's Mansion 3, and a few months ago it was announced that they recently bought them, and I believe it was all thanks to Luigi's Mansion 3, because this was actually the latest game that was produced by Nintendo and Next Level Games. They all really knocked it out of the park with this game. I just can't stop playing it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything that made Luigi's Mansion 3 a masterpiece to me. And yeah, I think Luigi's Mansion 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, mainly on Nintendo Switch. And they just did so much to bring this game to us, and I feel not a lot of people just recognize this game. But many people did buy it and play it, so props to all of them. And yeah, I just love Luigi's Mansion 3, and I play the game literally all the time. Like, every time it's October, I play the heck through the game. Like, of course this month I've been playing it a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about my favorite Luigi game. So yeah, tell me what you guys think of Luigi's Mansion 3 in the comments down below. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything that made Luigi's Mansion 3 a masterpiece to me. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. And just, the fun is only getting started, because tomorrow is Halloween. And I have something big planned for y'all tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ha 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 ha